Well, hey, good morning. I think it's just Thursday for you guys. I'm recording on Wednesday, but I think this is Thursday's lesson. I do hope you're doing well. Let's take a look today at radical equations. That's our lesson for today. 11.2. This is page 457 on your book if you want to be there with me. That'd be great. Okay. All right. Well, that's a lesson opener. Let's solve these equations, just kind of getting used to solving equations again, just to be sure. Remember to do the opposite inverse. So if you have x minus 14 equals 35, you're going to add 14 to both sides, and you're going to get the answer of x equals 49. I want you to do 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your piece of paper, just practicing doing the opposite for each one. Right, now that you've completed, remember you can pause if you need to so that you can get all these done. I'm just going to continue on. All right, and x equals 18. Divide both sides by 6. X equals negative 7. Don't forget your negatives. X equals 45. And x equals 9. So check those. If you got them wrong, pause and go back and see what you did wrong. If you have a question, you can email that question to me. A radical equation. We're going to look at solving radical equations today. A radical equation is an equation that has a variable under the radical sign. Remember that number inside the radical sign is called the radicand. So if the radicand contains a variable, you have a radical equation. Let's take a look at the girl holding sign. Notice that the square root of 2x plus 3 equals 8. That's a radical equation because there is a variable under the radical. But compare that to 2x plus the square root of 3 equals 8. That's just an equation with a radical because we're not solving for a variable under the radicand. So that's just an equation. All right, let's solve this equation. Square root of x equals 5. Now, what does that mean? How do I get that x by itself? Remember, to solve equations, we do the opposite. So the opposite of taking the square root of a number is to square the number. So we would square both sides. All right, as you see here, square both sides. The radical sign and the square on the left will cancel each other. But remember, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So you're going to square the other side as well. Final answer, x equals 25. If you were to check it, you would go back and put in the square root of 25. Put x put 25 in the place of x, and the square root of 25 is 5. We know that is a true statement. Our answer is correct. All right. Solve and check. All right, so we're going to square both sides as we did before. The square and the square root are going to cancel each other on the left, and negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64. All right, so let's go ahead and plug that in. We have x equals square root of negative 8, put 64 under there. The square root of 64 is negative 8. Is that true? No, square root of 64, that's asking for the positive square root. So therefore, 8 does not equal negative 8. There's no number that makes this equation true. So it is not, it's a false. We'll say then it's no real solution. Look at skill check 1, please, and that is on page 458, I believe. Solve the equations. You go ahead and work each one. If there's not an answer, if after you've checked it, there's not a solution, then you're going to want to say that there's no real solution. All right, you work them, pause as you need to. I'm going to go ahead and show you the answer so I can keep my video time down. X equals 49. Square both sides and we get x is 2,500. Square both sides, I have no real solution. When you check your answer here, squaring positive 16, square root of positive 16 is not negative 4. The negative square root of 16 would be that, but not negative 4. Okay, and final answer 144. All right, that's our lesson for today. You take care of that, and hope you have a good weekend coming up soon. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.